Hello and welcome back to Lord Fenton Anime Plays Baldur's Gate 3. I'm your host Lord Fenton. In this Baldur's Gate 3 walkthrough / let's play / playthrough PC version video, we'll go ahead and finish not one but two quests. They are finish the Masterwork weapon and find the mushroom picker. As always, like, comment, and subscribe to my channel for more Dungeons & Dragons video games, our builds, guides, and walkthroughs like this. In the last video, we dealt with the Grey Dwarves, we got ourselves some nice rewards and more. Let's not waste any more time, and we're going to do the first thing on our list is find the mushroom picker. So let's go ahead and do all that. Now, before I do actually go to this area, I'm going to go ahead and show you this hole. I think it's the bullet that dug it. I am sure of it, so let's check it out.
Looking into the hole, you see only darkness. It's impossible to tell how deep it goes by sight alone. Your call echoes as it plunges downward before gradually fading away.
That is one really deep hole. We're going to go ahead and ignore it. Seriously. So our next stop, obviously, I'm going to definitely say is, of course, the mushroom picker quest. The other way is the Masterwork weapon quest. You have to get the last ingredient. You only need 2. Watch out for those. They explode with poison. You're going to definitely see. I wasn't careful. Yeah, 2 people got poisoned. So, yeah, not fun at all. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and explain on how to pull this off without taking off your party members. Now, first of all, you probably want to separate. Number 2, if you have a Scroll of Misty Steps. If you do not, go ahead and try to find it. Do not come here unless you have it. Once you do have it, go ahead and, of course, toss the scroll to the person ahead. So this way, no one gets no disapproval, and that person will make it across. After that, I'm going to go ahead and get the Noblestalk next. But for now, I'm going to go alone and talk to this person across here.
Stop! Stop! People bang!
You recognize the name. Bibberbang, a mushroom that releases dangerous spores. Highly flammable.
I know that! Scroll! Escape! My bag, please! I've dropped it somewhere! Yes! That's... Yes! Oh, I'm fine. I just have to... And then... Here! God. I can finally breathe. Ah, right, as... What were you saying? Done it. I must need to go. For you. Your trouble. Ta.
Alright, everyone. Good news is I did it. I probably should use invisibility. I'm not sure if that did work. Yeah, I said use invisibility. That might work. Or might not. So what I did was the old-fashioned way. We're going to call it the Paladin Run. So that everybody else is going to be staying here nice and safe. Because eventually these, I should say, poison mushrooms will blow up. Since I am a very good Paladin, I'm going to run across, go to this section here, and it should be the Noblestalk. I'm going to go ahead and survive all this big time due to the fact that, yeah, I have a lot of hit points, number 1. And number 2, I have a nice fire resistance. And number 3, I have plenty of potions. See, this is an easy run. And that's how you get the Noblestalk. And there you go. I only lost half a hit points. People say, you could use invisibility, you could did this and that. I'm like going, screw that noise. I just want to have fun doing that. If you want to do a safer method, go ahead and do so. Me, I decided not to. There's also, I think it was mage magic. You can use some kind of form of telekinesis spell to grab the Noblestalk if you want to. There's other ways to do it. I decided to do the paladin run. Decided to show everybody the virtue of sacrifice. It's really fun. I mean, come on. So our next stop is the Sussur Tree. Now the Sussur Tree has a certain item we need in order to craft the Masterwork weapon. It's the bark we need, exactly. And if we get the bark, we're going to Blighted Village. I'm going to get the blossom, however, do not leave the Underdark without the blossom. It'll disintegrate in the sunlight. Just like drow armor in certain games. Just trust me. Anyways, let me go ahead and introduce these hook horrors real quick. Hook horrors are like this exactly. So hook horrors will do is they'll do a jump attack and pounce. They do 2 or 3 attacks per round, I think. Not bad at all. You can whittle them down to nothing. They're really easy to fight. Have bait, aka a paladin or a fighter or someone that's melee, to go ahead and take care of the hook horror. Everybody else with range, pelt it from above or something like that. I'm going to be doing a lot of battles with them. And watch out for a Sussur Bloom. It could cast anti-magic. So, good idea to have your fighting type of character loot that if you need it. So, this way you could definitely, I do mean definitely, make sure not only that person will get hit with the anti-magic while everybody else does not. I'm going to get over there once I get the last person in the combat and we'll start the battle. I'll return after all the fighting is definitely done.
I wonder if this is worth the cost. Try me. For a cull. What in the... Oh, that can't be good.
My faith will protect me. Time to meet your maker.
No traps, please. At the ready. It feels like my magic is getting drained. Well, so much for peace. Best be on my way.
Let's spill some blood.
Talk to me.
days. Shouldn't have made me your enemy. Wish I had a bag of holding.
What I wouldn't give for a good rest about now.
Light on my feet.
Make it hurt. Forever dauntless.
Another fight. Let's go. Let's get this over with.
Can't give up. Not now. Heading there.
My love! Why?
Survival is all that matters. Hope your soul is in good hands.
This is my time.
I did forget to mention the drow I face off. The drow was really easy. It would look like it was a boss character, but it wasn't. So we're down to one more hook horror, and that's about it. There's a total of 4 of them in the area. Okay, there's some scribbled notes. I am really curious about that. Let's go ahead and look for it. There we go. Okay, it's the Forge quest. Oh, good, good, good. It's the same guy we have to, of course, move the Beholder body off of. We could talk to the dead. I don't think he will, of course, talk to us, but still. That was a very good fight. That was very simple, very easy. So I'm going to go ahead and loot everything up. There should be one more hook horror in the area to destroy, and that's it. Tower Scroll. I don't know what that is, but I'll try and figure that out later. I think it might have to do with the Forge. For now, we're going to go ahead and see if there's anything else. Okay, we'll grab that. Might need some cash. Oh, wow. This guy was collecting fish. No wonder he was forgotten. Half-eaten gnome. Oh, wow. He was a cannibal. Oh, good. We have the high ground, so this next fight should be really easy. Unless I get in the low ground, looks like. But that's all right. High ground, low ground, we got this. Hook horrors will definitely shred into millions of pieces.
Spill some blood.
Let's end this.
Never a dull moment. wrong fight, friend.
That is it for the hook horrors in this area. I thought there's more in the swamp. I'll have to figure out one day on how to get to them because I want to murder more. That was a very simple, very easy fight. I really did enjoy it. So we still got that bloom, or say flower. Now I'm going to go ahead and tell everybody on how to get exactly the bark. You have to look for a very high place in order to do so. That is not the place. You know, I probably have to climb higher. Up there should be the Sussur bark. Yeah, I'm going to call it the Masterwork weapon ingredient. That is a bark. That's the final one. You're going to need I think it's a spear, a dagger, and of course a greatsword. They must be mundane. Nothing done to it. A generic one you could buy at the store or find on the ground if you're really lucky. Bought one, of course, at Druid's Grove for the greatsword. Just follow the path I'm going, and then just highlight. I'm going to grab another one of these flowers. I'm going to go ahead and drop that off somewhere else. There we go. There's the tree bark. We're going to go ahead and grab that. And voila, we did it. So we got the ingredients. In my case, I have the mundane greatsword and, of course, the Sussur Tree bark. With that, we could definitely go ahead and craft the Masterwork weapon. It's a very powerful +1 weapon with so many benefits in it. Let's go ahead and check this out. Oh, wow. Looks like there's so many dead bodies. I don't know what's down there. I'll make a save. Okay, I made a quick save. I think if I remember right, in early access, there's another bullet. I'm not sure if it's still there. It might be just once in the Underdark, and then that's it. It's 2 possible locations, I am definitely sure. If there's nothing, at least there's one more thing I'm going to go do here before going back to that one merchant and then turn in the quest for her. Yeah, I have the Noblestalk, and I saved her dumb husband. He wasn't smart, but you all definitely get the point. So we're going to look for a grave, and we're going to do some grave robbing. Yeah, that's right. A paladin doing grave robbing. This is the first time in Dungeons & Dragons history, so let's go ahead and do it.
Here we go.
The rock under your feet juts upwards, forming a perfectly engraved tombstone with a small epitaph. In memory of Myrna, a shining light in this dark world, may you forever gaze upon the lake you loved to play in. As you dig, you slowly expose the skeletal remains of a large dog wearing a chunky leather collar.
Strange collar. It's got runes all over it. I wonder what they say.
Not well. The nutrition my species receives from other minds. I greet you, child of the sun. How has your search for the mushrooms fared?
Noblestalk? The mushroom?
I knew I was forgetting something.
What?
Sorry, love.
Absolutely worthless. Look at that. Got my useless old man back. I suppose that's your doing. His hands are empty as a whole. We'll have to send him back out soon enough. Please, Baelen's got a job to do. We can leave when he's done it. Collecting Noblestalk. Valuable mushroom. We've a shop in Baldur's Gate. The locals go mad for it. Ah. To no surprise of mine, you're more competent than Baelen. Go on then. Hand it over. Thanking you. I'll be on my way then. Look, I do thank you. Come visit me in Baldur's Gate if you find yourself that way. I run a shop called Bonecloaks. Baelen nearly sunk the shop to pay for a drink, when he was of his own mind. This might allow me to hang on a little longer. You take care out here.
How long have we been down here? Dink, Baelen, dink!
These gloves, what they do is when you throw them, of course, you get more damage by using improvised weapon like a chair or something like that. I'll go ahead and put these balloons in the bag so this way I do not destroy them when I get to the surface. And they might be for a quest, so I'm going to just definitely drop these two off. And there we go. We're all good and set to go. Our next stop is the Blighted Village where that forge was. I get to finally complete that quest. There was only, I think it was 2 major ones you could do. One deals with the necromancy book, and the other one the weapon. So there we go. We finally arrive at the Blighted Village, and the goblins are still not hostile. Our next stop is we're going to go ahead and get things set up by, of course, getting the Greatsword and the bark. Let's move that somewhere. I think that's fine. Get rid of the bone. And where is that nice bark? There we go. We'll switch that with that. And there you have it. You must make sure you have the Greatsword. I think it's a regular spear or a regular dagger. In my case, it's the Greatsword since I am using great weapons. And you have to have the bark. Now, inside this shop, you're going to need to get to the special forge. It took me a little bit of time. You'll definitely see on how to figure it out. So I'm going to just tell everybody right now what you need to do. I was a little bit panicking, but don't panic. First thing you need to do is fire up the forge. Yep, it's just like a forge in other games, especially Ultima Online and such. Once that's fired up, you go ahead and hit the combine. Put the bark there first. I thought it was a weapon, but it will not work. So put the bark there. It has to be the one you just got from the Underdark. And no, it will not disappear in the sunlight. I tried the Greatsword and it will not work. I tried to do other combinations, but nope. It will not do. So yeah, put the bark there. After you put the bark there, the forge will be a blue flame. I should say, wait, it's a sickle. I thought it was a spear, but it's not a dagger. My mistake. I'll write that down. But anyway, it's a sickle, greatsword, or a dagger. So put the bark there, and then once you do that, then you put the sword there, and that's it. I'm going to go ahead and do the greatsword because the greatsword looks like it's OP as heck. Yeah, people's going to point out, yeah, you said it wrong with that, but I'm going, yeah, I made a mistake. I forgot about the second weapon. Okay, you see the balloon's flame, then put the greatsword there, and then what happens is the forge is blue in a magical, eerie way. So we're going to replace the bark icon with the sword, and that should definitely do it. So let's go ahead, claim our ultimate prize for this act.
The roaring furnace awaits an offering. Sweet scent wafts forth. The Sussur bark infuses the weapon from within the flames. The flames sputter away. The sword is complete.
Finish the Masterwork weapon is now complete. So we're done with it. So let's go ahead and look for that type. It should be there. Yep. Sussur Greatsword, 10 through 20 damage. Acid damage is very powerful. +1 weapon, and on a hit it could silence targets. And if you cleave a whole bunch of casting foes, you'll silence a whole bunch of them, especially if they like to buff up. Very powerful anti-magic weapon. You can also make a sickle, not a spear, and a dagger. Up to you, but me, greatsword, I felt like it's the best option. Now for the next part of this video, we're going to go to the Underdark. I say exactly, I think it's the decrepit village. Yeah, this spot. Yeah, the village that's in ruins. Reason why I'm going there is that's where I'm going to go ahead and stop, because the next video, I think there's a target I want to take out before going to the Arcane Tower. And yeah, if I feel like I might explore the other path, which is the mushroom path to the overgrown tunnels, which is the Hag's Lair. I'm just going to go ahead and check everything else out. Yeah, I still try to figure out how to... at the time to get rid of the Grey Dwarf that's stuck. Oh, well, I did not read that at all. Yeah, always read your books. If you're going for the Steam achievement, or if you're having, for example, the Xbox Series version, which is now coming, or it's already here, well, guess what? You get an achievement out of it. Now, if you have PlayStation 5, you get a trophy out of it too. All of it's the same though, all those systems, which is $100. You'll definitely get most of it by Act 2, I have a feeling. Yeah, I try to still get that Great Dwarven body down. I'm gonna have to figure out one day how to do it. Yeah, that last video is stuck there. I just want to show everybody that. So you just follow this path, and there'll be two paths. One's to the Arcane Tower, and the other way is to the overgrown tunnels and some other area. I'm trying to get to the other area in the next video. I'm just gonna double check what else is in this spot before I do end the video. Oh wow, rotting fish. Yeah, this village has been really abandoned. So I'm almost there. So here's a recap, everyone. I have finally arrived at this spot, so here's a recap, everyone. First thing I did was I helped out the mushroom picker, got him across with a Misty Step scroll. No one got disapprovals out of that. I had to do a paladin suicide run in order to get the Noblestalk. And after that, I did get the Sussur bark while finding my way through the hook horrors and one crazy drought. To get that, turn in the find the mushroom picker quest by turning in the, mushroom. And, of course, reporting in that her husband was safe. He's safe for now, but we don't know once they get to Baldur's Gate. Then after I drop off the Sussur Bloom, I went to the surface, created the Masterwork Greatsword weapon. You can also create a Sickle NOT Spear and a nice dagger, too. In the next Baldur's Gate 3 walkthrough video, we're going to the southern part of the Underdark to do some exploring before the Arcane Tower. This is it for my Baldur's Gate 3 walkthrough, the Underdark, finish the Masterwork weapon, and find the Mushroom Picker quest completed video. This is Lord Fenton signing off. Thanks for watching, and have a great day or night, and do please stay safe. Please subscribe to my channel for more classic and modern Dungeons & Dragons walkthroughs, builds, guides, and more just like this. If you like what you see, then go ahead and pick my suggestion on the upper left-hand corner, or YouTube suggestion on the bottom left-hand corner. I'm going to go ahead and relax in this nice chair.